Hey up everyone, I hope you're doing alright. So today we're going to be building this base game modern farmhouse, and I actually built this over on Twitch. I built it on like Wednesday I think, and this is the first time, I nearly did like the Owen Wilson quote then.
This is the first time for me in the Marvel universe.
But this is the first time that I've actually built a house like properly on Twitch. I've done room builds before, but there's something about building like a proper house that I find like really nerve-wracking and a bit like scary. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so I thought I'll just get on with it. I'll just build a house, why not? I do it all the time, so you know, I don't see why it would be any different doing it live. But yeah, first time building a house properly, and also first time doing a proper like real to Sims build. So I do use Pinterest for like reference images and for like inspiration like all the time, probably like every time I build. This time I wanted to do an actual like real to Sims build, so I'll pop the picture on screen for you to see like the comparison and everything. And yeah, thought I'd use that picture as the real to Sims build like reference picture, like the actual build that I'm going to be doing. And what I ended up actually doing was using the image on like Google, like you can search by image on the Google app on your phone, and that took me to this like floor plan architecture type website. It were on a few websites actually, so I don't know where like the original of it comes from, but I found it on this like architecture floor plan sort of website, and on that it also had like a floor plan and some pictures of the inside. It's like an artist sort of rendering type thing, like it's not an actual house, and the floor plan and the interior and everything was the same way, so I just used it really for the floor plan reference. Although I don't think I followed the upstairs floor plan, I think I just did the bottom floor, I can't remember, but either way that's the reference picture. And obviously I decided to do it base game because I thought, you know, I've not built a base game house for a while, so I thought I'll do that. And I did, obviously, like I said, I built it on Twitch, but the footage for it, I've got this like filter, not a filter, what is it? It's like a plugin for OBS, and it's called like source record. So you can like record a particular source in OBS. So if you don't use OBS, or if you don't use any recording software or like that, or any software in general to like record anything, yeah, recording software, that's what it's called. But yeah, if you don't use anything like that, basically how you record is you set up a source for your game or whatever. So you could either use like a window capture or you can use game capture. When I record a speed build, I use the display capture, so I'm basically just recording what my screen can see. But when I'm live streaming, I have lots of different sources on one like setup. So I'll have my game, so The Sims 4, so I'll have my game as a source, and then I'll have like my camera, I'll have browser sources to show like new followers or new subscribers or cheers or whatever, like all of that sort of thing. You set it up individually as a source in OBS or whatever your recording software is. And when you normally, if you record your Twitch stream as you're streaming, you record the whole thing. So if I wanted to like take the speed build from Twitch, which is what I wanted to do, I wanted to build it on Twitch and then get the speed build to make a YouTube video out of it, you'd have to record a particular source, because I don't want to record my face cam because it's all sped up, it'd look weird, it'd be distracting. I just wanted the gameplay, and I also didn't want any alerts popping up either. So the whole point of getting the plugin, I think it's called record source, but yeah, I got that to record the gameplay. Sorry if this is like a long-winded way of explaining it, I am so bad at explaining things to people. But yeah, either way, I did record it, but I'd clearly not set up the settings for the recording because it was really like laggy, and I don't think I'd set my bitrate to be the right thing. If this is like too complicated or you don't know what I'm on about, that's fine, but basically it didn't work is the short version of it. So it didn't work, didn't record properly, it was too laggy, I wouldn't have been able to make a video out of it, so I just built it again, which were easy enough because I didn't get that far when I built it on stream. I did the exterior, which is obviously very simple, and I did like 3 of the bedrooms. I think I did the toddler bedroom, the main bedroom, and then I did a teens room. And yeah, I also used some gallery art while I was streaming, and like the no CC gallery art that you can use, So you'll see that in the screenshots, but I didn't place that while I was building it because I just thought it's going to take me ages to find the right ones that I used. So what I ended up doing was like building the house, and then I had to like watch the thing back, like watch the video back on Twitch, and then get the right art and everything. And yeah, I'll put all the names of the artists that I use, well, the gallery IDs of the people where I got the art from, if you want to get them, you can. Definitely recommend them though. There was somebody on stream in chat, I can't remember their name, I think they were called Ada, I believe. I might be getting that wrong and confusing them with somebody else, but whoever you are, whoever you were, thanks for recommending the people that you did. Yeah, they recommended somebody, and I used some of their art in the build, I think. And yeah, I definitely recommend getting like gallery, no CC, base game art. It is so good. There's loads of stuff. You can also find stuff where people make things where it's got writing on it in Simlish. So some of it's like in English, like it'll say like barbershop or, you know, so-and-so's bar or whatever, and it'll be in English writing. But you can find some stuff that's in Simlish as well. So if you don't have any like particular creators that you're looking for, if you're ever looking for art, how I find it is I'll go to the gallery, I'll type in, I'll search by item name, and I'll just type art, or you could type kids art, or you could type bedroom art or something like that, animal art or whatever, or you could search by hashtag as well, and search by like filter it by room, and then put like the other filter that's either popular now or most popular. I use both because sometimes you'll find stuff that's like really popular, and then you'll find the creator that way as well, and you could just like give them a follow, and then you'll find their stuff more easily. But yeah, if you didn't know about gallery art, now you do. I think most people know about it, but I guess not everybody knows how to find it, so hopefully I explained that alright. But yeah, I guess I should talk about the build, shouldn't I? There's not really much to say about it. Like, I feel like some voiceovers when I do a speed build, I either only talk about the build, or I just talk about everything but the build, and then it'll get near the end and I'm like, and then we're just doing the garden and then bye. So yeah, I guess I should talk about the build. So for the, obviously I've done the bedrooms and everything, I just wanted to keep them quite basic. I had a lot of input from chat when I was doing like the main bedroom, so credit to the chat for helping me put that together. And yeah, we did have a discussion about how there's not enough sage green. There's not enough sage green walls in the game. There's basically none. So yeah, we need some sage green wallpaper just for me because it's my favourite colour at the minute. But yeah, we did a main bedroom obviously for the parent, a teen, a child, and then a toddler. And then I managed to get in 2 bathrooms, and well, 3 bathrooms actually, because there's 2 upstairs and then there's like a toilet and sink one downstairs. So yeah, managed to get 3 bathrooms in, or 2.5 I guess. And I didn't record the bathrooms, I never really do, it just depends. Like, they're just quite basic, like just your standard bathroom really. One's got a shower, one's got a bath, one's just a toilet and sink. But yeah, for the kitchen, I did use the reference picture that was on the website that I looked at for the floor plan, and then just use obviously base game items for it. But there was like this wall tile that was, I don't know how to explain what it looked like, but we don't have anything in base game that looks like it. It kind of looks like a tile that we've got with, is it Jungle Adventure? It looks similar to one of the wall tiles that we got with that, but obviously because I'm using base game I couldn't use it, so I just sort of flicked through the walls for a lot of it and changed my mind a lot of the time as well. So I cut a bit of that out, and then the flooring on that build, not the build, the picture, was like this orangey wall flooring, but I just didn't like it, so I just went with a lighter wood swatch. And then I think I also changed the wallpaper as well, so we've got this like soft, like, what is it, like cream beige, I don't even know what colour it is. It's like a peachy colour, like a soft peach colour, but then I ended up changing it to like a more muted browny pink colour, I think. I'm really bad at describing colours that are not like, it's either red, blue or pink or green, like your standard colours, but then out in between I'm just like, it's like a pink but not. I were going to do all the dining area, kitchen, living room, I were going to do it all open plan like it is on the floor plan, but I just didn't like the look of it, so I kept it kind of closed off and separate. And I kind of imagined that the house would be really cold if it were all open plan like all the way through. Not that it really like matters in The Sims, but in my head I like to make it kind of realistic somewhat. And then just doing the living room, again I used the picture that's on the website just as like a reference really for the layout. I didn't really copy the colour scheme or anything like that. I kind of did in a way, but not. The furniture that's in the picture, it's like these like white settees that have got like cushions on them, and then it's got this like black and white like patterned rug, and then there isn't a TV, I don't think. And then I don't know what there is on the other side of the room, so I just sort of put down a bookshelf, and then I also put down a stereo thing. Then we move on to the office, I believe. I also did an office. It's just like a smaller room, so I didn't really know what to put in it. The thing with base game is because you're quite limited with what you've got and what you can do in the game, often I find that a lot of my base game houses kind of feel the same. Like obviously if it's a smaller house, it's just going to have your basic stuff anyway, like any house, no matter what packs you use. And then, oh, there's some gallery art that I'm putting down as well, which I really liked the look of, and I thought, sorry, I don't know why my accent did that. And yeah, thought it fit really well in this room. We need more art in the game. I always say that we need more art because I'm kind of sick of the same art that we have. But you can always use gallery art because there's like, it's basically infinite at this point. I guess there's people uploading it every day, so yeah, always recommend it, like I said. And forgot what I was on about, but yeah, we're just doing the... Oh, that was it. Yeah, I always do the same thing with base game houses. So I feel like if it's like a big house, that's where I struggle more with it, because it's like if you're using packs, I don't know, like depending on the pack that you're using, you can put activity things in there, or you can make like a particular sort of room depending on like obviously the pack and everything. But with base game, because there's only so much that there is in the base game, you basically do the same thing. So I always tend to do an office in the bigger base game houses, or like a garage that's got gym equipment, or maybe an art room, or you know, a room where you can just, I don't know, play guitar, I guess. A music room. But yeah, just decided to do a little office, I guess. It's no like major. And then we also did do the did a garage where I put some gym equipment down, and then I put down a woodworking table as well. But yeah, I guess there's not really else to say about the build. You have to let me know as well if you want to see more base game builds. I do enjoy doing them. They are a bit of a challenge for me, especially like if you want to do like a particular style. I didn't have really anything in mind for the interior. For a modern farmhouse, I tend to do like modern farmhouse interior, which I don't really know how to explain what that looks like, but if you Google it, you'll get an idea. If you just Google modern farmhouse, like living room or something like that. But yeah, just doing the garage now. And oh, I didn't actually talk about this. So obviously we didn't get we don't have cars or like actual garages in The Sims because we don't have cars. So I just got some doors that looked like the garage door in the picture. I don't know if they'll be functional because I've kind of like pushed them together. Whenever I build a house and it has like a fake garage door that actually opens. I did a build a while ago where I used that big door from Snowy Escape because it looks like a garage door, and your Sims will actually use it, and it's kind of like annoying for them to do that. So what I'll typically do is I'll lock the door so that the Sims don't use it when I'm like playing with it. So if you ever do like download a build to play with and it's got a garage door that's an actual door for your Sims to use, if you just lock it, then your Sims won't actually use it, and then it sort of, you know, doesn't break the suspension of disbelief then. But then again, we don't have cars, so I guess it already does that. But yeah, just adding some like finishing touches to the garage, putting some debug items down, some like tools and everything. And then I think we'll be moving on to the sunroom next. So I didn't really know what to put in here. I kind of were thinking about putting a bar down, but the bars are so like big, so it didn't really fit right. So I just went with a place to sit and listen to music, I guess. So I just put down like chairs and everything, and then a little coffee table, and then just put like a music thing on it. And yeah, that's it really. It's just a place for your Sims to sit down. Nothing really to do. And then after the sunroom, I think we move on to the garden, which I just kept it quite simple again and didn't really do like a ton with it. I just put down like a flower bed and, you know, a grill and everything for your Sims to, if they want to sit out here and have a barbecue or whatever. And I also put down a climbing frame for the kids as well. I were tempted to put down that pirate ship climbing frame, but there just weren't enough space for it. And I used a debug fence as well, the one that I used out front, just to like enclose the garden, which I think the debug fences sometimes actually act as an item, like as a way for your Sims to like it would act like a real fence, if that makes sense. Because some of the debug items, they're not actual items, like your Sims don't recognize them, so they'll just walk through them. But some of the debug fences, they will actually walk around. I don't know if they do it with all of them, I don't remember, but I know some of them they definitely do, because I've like played with them and play tested it. But yeah, and then after that we'll be kind of done, I think. I don't really know what else we do after that. We'll be at the screenshots after that, so yeah, there's not really much else for me to talk about. Oh, I will say tonight I'm going to be streaming about 7 PM UK time, I think. I'm going to be doing a Not So Berry challenge over on Twitch if you want to come by for that. I asked on Instagram stories, I did like a poll on there, what challenge people wanted me to start. I'm kind of getting sick of the gameplay with the my Sim self and everything, like getting married and everything. It's just like put me off playing with them, because that was like a disaster. I'll probably come back to them at some point, but I tend to do that with households in the Sims. I just get like sick of the same family if I play it a lot, which is why I usually prefer to like play like rotationally and everything. So hopefully with the Not So Berry challenge, because your Sims like die off and everything, then that'll keep it more interesting. But yeah, you can pop by for that if you want to. That's over on Twitch. I'll put the link to that in the description as well if you want to come by. Like I said, it'll be at 7 PM UK time, so I don't know what time this video is going up. Hopefully before then. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed watching this build. If you do want to download it, you can download it from the gallery. My ID is HutchPlays. And yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll speak to you later. Bye!